You can't mention Urza without bringing up some of the incredible things he's invented. Airships capable of planeswalking and single-handedly taking on the full might of a Phyrexian invasion. Weapons with the capability to wipe threats like Yawgmoth himself from the very fabric of existence. And alongside Urza helping to carefully plan and meticulously craft each and every new design was Tawnos. Tawnos might have the title of an apprentice, but he is every bit the master artificer. His abilities reflect his skill and intelligence. Never underestimate the power of a copy effect. For nothing more than 2 mana and a simple activation, Tawnos can have you on the doorstep of a quick game-ending combo in no time flat. Maximizing this strategy will require a high level of skill and patience. Understandably, many of you may not be interested in a quick kill combo deck, and instead want to use Tawnos' abilities to harness the power of artifacts like Wormcoil Engine or Lux Cannon. Commander has an abundance of very powerful artifacts, and Tawnos has the unique ability to make them even deadlier. So let's dive in and see just what Urza's Apprentice is capable of. Paradox Engine is one of the most hated and feared cards in all of Commander. This legendary artifact does nothing but mass-produce infinite combos, especially when paired alongside a commander like Tawnos. Maximizing the Paradox Engine Tawnos combo begins and ends with fast, efficient mana rocks. Powerful mana rocks help you partner up Tawnos and Paradox Engine as soon as possible. They also help you produce infinite mana alongside Paradox Engine and ensure that you have the colors you need to activate Tawnos' ability over and over again. The other key component of an all-in combo strategy are tutor spells. These spells help you reliably retrieve combo pieces from game to game, or can be used to conjure up spells to deal with any threats that get in your way. For this example, I'll be using Sol Ring, Izzet Signet, Tawnos, and Paradox Engine, which all need to be on the battlefield. All you need to do to trigger the loop is cast a spell, which will trigger Paradox Engine. With the Paradox Engine trigger on the stack, we'll float the mana from our artifacts and activate Tawnos' ability. The ability will target the original Paradox Engine trigger, which will then resolve, untapping all of our non-land permanents. Now, thanks to Tawnos, we have a new Paradox Engine trigger on the stack, and will respond to that by repeating this loop over and over again. This nifty loop generates you infinite tap and untaps, and depending on your mana rocks, can also nab you infinite mana. Depending on how cruel you are, you can use creatures like Goblin Fireslinger to ping people to death, Codex Shredder to mill people to death, or Sensei's Divining Top to draw cards to your little heart's content. And I'm sure this will come as no surprise, but Tawnos has the ability to make Isochron Scepter even more annoying than it already is. Why only imprint Dramatic Reversal on Isochron Scepter when you can put Lightning Bolt on there too? You can set up this degenerate play by copying Isochron Scepter's Enter the Battlefield trigger with either Strionic Resonator or Tawnos himself. When you go to activate the Isochron Scepter and actually cast a spell, this handy block of text, taken directly from Strionic Resonator's Gatherer page, comes into play. The key here is that with 2 spells imprinted on Isochron Scepter, when you activate it, you get to choose if you want to cast both spells, only one, or none of them at all. And you thought infinite Paradox Engine untaps were bad. Just wait until you and everybody else is getting lightning bolted in the face an infinite number of times. Believe it or not, Urza's trusty Apprentice is capable of a lot more than just ruining friendships with infinite combos. Combining the abilities of Strionic Resonator and Kirkish into one small 2-mana package makes Tawnos one of the most effective artifact commanders available. It's a bit of a dream scenario, but imagine Tawnos paired up with his good buddy Kirkish and he has a nice pair of illusionist bracers on. We could copy a Mindslaver or Magistrate Scepter activation and really make people regret their life decisions. Why not copy a Memory Jar activation 2 or 3 times and make everybody at the table draw a ton of cards? We can also recruit the help of our good friend Rings of Bright Hearth to set off our Lux Cannon and take out multiple permanents for the price of 1. Better yet, tutor with Muzio multiple times, or fire up that Death Star, aka Aetherflux Reservoir, and bomb the entire table. We can also use cards like Strionic Resonator, or of course Tawnos, to nab double lands and double cards from Sad Robot. You can also add extra suit counters to a smokestack, or exile multiple creatures with a duplicate. You can nab double worm tokens from a Wormcoil engine, or destroy double the permanents with a Spine of Ish-Sa. Better yet, copy Panharmonicon triggers. That way, every time a creature enters the battlefield under your control, it can trigger its ability, 3 or 4 times. It's all about value, folks, and that's something Tawnos knows all about. Now let's head to the review. To date, on Commander Preview, I've been able to review 7 very different commanders. I can honestly say, among all of the commanders I've previewed, Tawnos is definitely the most powerful. That's why he has earned the highest score I have yet to give out, an 8 out of 10. Tawnos is exactly what I want to see in a commander. He has some serious versatility. He can hold his own at competitive tables or be a fantastic kitchen table commander. Tawnos' main drawback is his sole devotion to artifacts. In many ways, it makes him linear and restricts him to a specific path, which for a lot of people can be uninteresting. I, for one, am a huge fan of wizards breathing new life into old characters, and in the case of Tawnos, they did a fantastic job. Now you guys just need to get around to making a Yawgmoth card and we'll be all set, am I right? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll have more Commander 2018 content coming out soon, so definitely keep in touch for that, and you know what's up. Stay classy, deck builders. I'll see you next time.